Take my chain, I'ma bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, bust down, 30, 50, 100, I'm down. I keep high up, yeah, it's my decorator. So it's like PlayStation, PlayStation. Can't keep my weight. My impatient. Whoa. Remix, in the base, in the dick, in the kitchen, post 3 times 10.
Welcome back to ESPN. I'm Cassidy Hubbard. And if you're just joining us, we've got a breaking story. Joel.
We got London on the train.
Money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hope. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Hey, Miss dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. And give it back, yours again. Back to back in them Ferraris, we stay horse playing. Run up on us and I'm gon' hack. Harvard student doing my taxes, I got friends.
E aí, Desca, caraca, nem joga mais comigo, hein? Ó, vacilão.
But we don't leak out that info, we can't embarrass them. Can't leave the country, but I got my beef from London. These talk but see me out, they know nothing. I'm in the stew, I need to go get the. You got 20s, I got 100s. Too much money, I need like 2 votes.
Não joga mais comigo, não me chama mais.
We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up.
É isso aí.
The opening tip won by the Jazz as we get started in Salt Lake City. Can't connect from in close.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight finals wins. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Tu não vai fazer não, vagabundo.
So no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight. So you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
Filha da puta, bom, mano.
To Zach Levine.
Nossa, que ponto lindo, maravilhoso.
Conley into the front court. They trail by 2. They get it down to Gobert. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Missed it at the line.
Rebote, porra.
To Levine.
Que assistência, meu Deus do céu.
Well done.
Man, that may not have
The
been
best.
a gimme.
Best player of Brazil, Stephen Ricker.
To Luka Doncic.
Vai passar não. Boa, caralho. É ponto meu, caralho. Que ponto mais. Que bandeja, filho.
Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down 4. To Luka Doncic. He's denied.
Toco! Rebote!
To Young.
Passe lindo. Pediu de volta. Nossa, meu Deus do céu. Eu jogo muito esse jogo.
You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Now whistle and a timeout for Utah as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Conley to Gobert. Free throws coming up.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Rudy Gobert has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. And he connects on the first free throw.
Perdeu.
And fails to hit him both. Hits the first, misses the second.
Ponto.
And he's fouled.
Boa. Tá bom, tá bom.
Close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Oops, he missed the first one.
Ah, meu filho, acerta.
So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. It's Jazz ball. A bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
Nossa! Que drible foi esse? Que isso, mano? Caralho, agora tirei muita onda.
Conley to Joe Ingles. Conley to Davis. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
And scores.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Conley into the front court. Down 8. Joe Ingles to Davis. Laurie Markkanen with a piece. And counted at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Here we go. My ball. I got ball.
Shot by Gobert. No good. No good. He couldn't get it to drop. Horn sounds ending this first quarter of play. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Bulls with it.
Hey, last up.
To Young. He gets it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Wendell Carter. Cashes in for two.
Well, they have such great
Easy,
flow to
bro.
their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Conley. Oh, Carter with the rejection. That's out of bounds off a ball.
Que toco foi esse? O cara nunca mais vai esquecer na vida dele.
Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Out of bounds. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Jazz had the ball. To Conley. Here comes the screen. Conley. Short jumper won't go down. Cruises inside for two.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Conley. Screen coming. Mike Conley. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark. Conley into the front court. Trailing by 14. Trying to cash in. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Zach LaVine swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Conley. To Davis. Scores from the post.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
It goes down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Utah with the possession.
I got ball. That's me.
And a throwdown. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Look, the reality is some players have it, and some players don't. There's a reason why they call him the one.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guys down big. They go down to Davis. To Conley. Fires the 3. Won't go down. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. It has been all Bulls. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And, Jay, they have got to get something going quick. They have not looked good at all through three quarters.
Well, here's the problem. Guys are out here a little bit lethargic, a little bit lackadaisical. And sometimes great teams think they can just turn the light switch on whenever they want. That's not the way great teams need to operate to win championships. That light needs to stay on all the time.
Dunn to Young. Thaddeus Young, better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
Nowitzki, and he stepped out of bounds, turns the ball over. Changes coming from both sides right now. Bulls have it. To Young. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. Young. To Zach LaVine. Young off the mark.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Dunn. To Young. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Que isso?
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Calls out a...
We know what's coming. Go get him. Substitutions.
The Bulls take this one as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Opa! Assista. Vamos ver quem foi o jogador da partida, ó, play of the game.
Player of the game. Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive. But having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
27 pontos. Top players.
Who was cold? Here we go with the top 3 players.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining me.
Respect the best player NBA Brazil. Okay.
Somebody pop a day. Hold up. Somebody on their way. Hold up.
Somebody got it. Hey.
Stay down with no faking. Go up, my crowd in rotation. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Live on 10. Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up. The place up, the place up, the place up, the place up, the place up. I see cuz on you now. Benjamin Franklin, go my Ibano. So drop from the jungle. I keep the on me, I leave you puzzle. Bang, I'm up the car, no on my knees, on her, them hair on her. That cavity, and I'm done her, that salary. Saudi, are you on 10 yet? You know, you still search if you looking for somebody.
Are you on 10 yet? Hold up. Do you have yet? Jury on Windex. Woo, 80 my Rolex. Might make back the Benz, pseudo coming out, black on black again. I might go to trim, I may build to win. I don't exit here, too much flexing here. Too much bread to get, I've been stretching up, ain't no catching up. I don't rest enough, I don't plan for luck, I keep working hard, who keep blessing us, I'm on the 10 and I need a 10. The made of my M a week. December been good to me. Not even Kendrick can humble me. Too rich to go do the least. Tryna become a way bigger. My teeth is like 10 apiece. TDE family to the A+. I got my grades up. I had no backup. Now run the check up. Now run the check up. And put the place up. The place up.
Somebody pop all day. Hold up. Somebody on their way. Hold up. I would've grown all day. Hold up. Somebody can't relate. Hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up. Top down. I've been racing. Go up. Wild, I'm in dangerous. Go up. My crowd in rotation. Yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up. The place up. The place up. The place up. The place up. Somebody on 10.
Originality, come on. Came to my car in the street like a cat with a saying they after me. Ain't no one after me, baby mama used to work at the Applebee's. Somebody call my phone, yeah. I'ma send that voicemail. I don't even check my voicemail. Big weight, I'ma need a horn scale. M12 further now. Came back, went to jail, left jail, went to Benny Hunter, County. Got the swagger on me. Yeah, different fabric on me. Yeah, different on it. Yeah, married to the game. Yeah, holy matrimony. Yeah, oops, so someone stage again. From up to stadium. I took my shot and made it in.
Somebody pop all day. Hold up. Somebody on their way. Hold up. I would've grown all day. Hold up. Somebody can't relate. Hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down. Go up, wild, I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.
Keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Yeah, hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight song. First off, bow down, cause this feel like midnight club in D-Town. What's up? Double edition, new keys in the ignition. One hat tipping, Dontrell Willis with the feet kicking. Knees cranking, you see what Pete cranking. I mean, listen, y'all be tripping. See, we
Travou não, tá travado não.
I mean, face it, y'all is cheap fragrance. They know me, the phonies.
Tá tranquilo aqui.
They talking, but Groxy, he just in the pretty boy finna end your title reign. Arturo Gotti, we in this thing with the whole posse and it's fit. Just ask just watch me. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I just wanna, I see you sweat, keep the lights on. Yeah, hands up like black and white's calm. Go ahead and clap your hands.
Acho que é só tu fechar e abrir de novo que vai no. Eu acho. Estranho.
This is all me, so please don't ask. Ballin' on a budget, gotta make this last. Nick driving reckless, hoping we don't crash. Pull up mad deep with all my little bro just dropped your rent on denim. In the back with my feet up kicking. Belly out with my shirt that's linen. I'm just trying to vibe, yeah, we out here gigging. Two-stepping, just out here killing. Getting hot in here, plus done kicked in. I need to slow down for your boy gets kicked out. Still feeling myself, just socializing. But you better not ask me to start freestyling. Honestly, I don't like the nightlife, fool. Since I'm here, I guess I'll enjoy the lights like you.
Estranho, mano. Sei lá o que tem que fazer nessa porra. Filha da puta. Engraçado, né? Agora achei que tinha travado.
So you're talking about what? Ain't got nothing, man. Got nothing on no neck. No, straight like that, dude.
Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Nothing gets to me too close. Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Be doing the most. Ducking. In my guys, design your post. Looking your
Caramba, eu queria aquela blusa que fica por baixo da camisa coisa, mano. Eu não consigo achar.
Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Be doing the most. I was ducking. God design your post, look in your eyes, and I see, hold on, be surprised when you see. Come through. I'll tell you one of y'all. Down and bit my dumb as a boxer rock, dog. I just get them soft, find out a beat the ops, you can't be the cops. I can't play myself out like that. Keep getting that phone. Counting mine, won't be trying to get no on my note. I would down bad on my look, my dog like farmers go ain't been sweet, but neither is me, so my D300 or more. I keep balls, but on both. I know what it's like to not have that ain't gonna try me without saying I win it. Gonna disrespect the try my straight up fight that 6 ain't with what I'm with you getting dismissed. I give a fatal dedication. No time again. I can't leave my foot down bad like that, guess I'm just gon' slow. Partner say he got this where I'm focused. Need to focus more than ain't no free world out there in the bluffy side just might see me and can't turn me down, this ain't that vert. Got off was on week, got off them. Got up every time I feel the dip, got up every time I feel the you look fail to mention when you gossip in your kitchen high up, down in prison high up, down in trenches, huh? said. I be close to saying I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA.
Still screaming freedom, found they coming home now. All this about my I got a now. How you real, you can't even walk through your hometown. I'm barely home now, on the road now. All in the MIA, all like this. Boy, you get no love, you get stand 10 toes down. My go down, rats can't fold down. My your dough down. We ain't gon'
Agora vai começar a partida, hein? Ah, porque eu não tô usando a porra do bagulho que eu comprei, mano. Ai, que ódio, cara.
Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA. I might go MIA. All up in my face. I don't go nowhere without my brothers, that's my gang. And all up in my space, just getting in the way. I got like 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? And I got 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? Please, on the block that from deep like KD. Every night but please don't call them shady. I got too much on the fight, so please don't try to me. I got too much on her face, so please don't try to me. I got a for the look, already got good. I got a team full of and really gotta look crazy. I put in a cup, yeah, but that's my baby. I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money, I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my I be close to saying I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA. I might go MIA. I might go MIA. MIA. I might go MIA.
Essa partida agora.
Let me see you, darling. My lie, 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 lie. My lie, 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 lie. My lie, 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 lie. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you can. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. I bet you can. My mommy said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money. Break bread with that guy who made the Bugatti. Lifestyle is get money on everybody.
The Houston Rockets control the opening tip. Westbrook.
Caralho, eles contrataram o Westbrook.
Beyond the arc for three. Tough shot there for Westbrook. He always thinks it has a chance. Done. Count the bucket for two.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
It's Rockets ball. To Fareed. Westbrook. And the finish. Slam dunk.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Levine to Young. Kenneth Fareed. Tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Westbrook across the timeline. He'll run the offense. To Capella. Off the assist.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
That's me. I got ball.
Done. The drive right to the basket. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Westbrook with it. Looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's Russ at the controls. To Harden. Not today.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss. But what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter. But the next time, he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
So you must act now. Visit our team website for more details. Substitutions, Houston.
Shot from in close, no good.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Tyson Chandler, knockout blow, slams it down.
The veteran, he's made a living by doing this for years.
Bulls with the basketball. Surveys the floor. Here comes the screen. To Wendell Carter. Stuffs it down with authority. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Oh, Carter with the rejection. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Here comes the screen. Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. Time expires on this period. The Bulls have the lead. Second quarter's set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Young. Got it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Nene to P.J. Tucker. Short jumper won't go down. To Young. Thaddeus Young. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
And I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Young. To Markkanen. Trying to cash in. Can't connect.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Markkanen slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things.
Hey, it's all good. Let's take it home now. Let's go. Into the game for the Houston Rockets, number 0, Russell Westbrook. Entering the game for the Charlotte
Down to Fareed. Sent it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Clint Capella snatching it out of the air. That's his third block this evening. Deep three at the buzzer. That'll do it for the period with the Bulls in front.
Back to Ed and Jay.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Bulls with the rock. Done. To Wendell Carter. From the painted area, won't go down.
This team is collectively feeding off their negative energy so far in the second half. Everybody is mad. Everybody is frustrated. Nobody's decided to take the torch and say, hey, look, follow my lead.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Done. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Can't convert the free throw. Harden with it up top. His guys down by 9. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Done to Young. And he hits.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Westbrook with the basketball. 9-point margin. Levine. Cruises inside for 2.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Russell Westbrook with the rock. To Harden. For 3. And the rebound taken in by Young. To Zach LaVine. Nothing going here on that drive. LaVine. And scores.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Harden. Has a look. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Free throw good to cap off the 3-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Austin Rivers to Harden. Throws it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
It's Chicago ball. Look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump. Well, as they get ready for the jump, someone's going to come away with the basketball. Carter.
Double.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Rivers to bring it into the front court. Down a bundle to Harden. James Harden, 3 for 6 now.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
To Markkanen.
Don't let him get out.
A pass taken away by the Rockets. Harden knocks it down from mid-range. Long key from three-quarters court, trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Third quarter comes to an end. Nice cushion for the Bulls. The Bulls in possession as we start the fourth quarter. And, Jay, I'm as shocked as you are. Neither of us expected this.
Ed, I'm sitting here shaking my head because I am baffled. I thought maybe they could have given them a game, but I don't think anyone saw them with a double-digit lead to start the fourth quarter.
Active fans to stay with it. We'll get a jump. They're in position. Let's see who can retain it. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Deep 2 there. Won't go. And the finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Westbrook. Rebound taken in by Chicago. And count the basket inside.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Fan interviews and more. And best of all, they're free. You can get
Harden to Fareed. Thaddeus Young with the block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people.
The
offense
block
is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Caralho, pega ele, porra.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't connect. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Young.
Nossa, que isso?
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to
Mano, caralho, essa nossa está linda,
Layup's
mano.
good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Harden. Here comes the screen. Rockets with 4 to shoot. James Harden trying to cash in. Done. lays it up and in.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Has a chance, wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit it.
Now it's Harden at the controls. Sizing up the defense. To Harden. He connects. Not the guy you think is going to beat you.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that piano was going. Well, I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout. High fives all around. This game is well in hand in the final minute. Count it.
And that may not have been a gimme.
Eu sou destruidor nesse jogo.
Straight on three. At the buzzer, the Bulls take this one as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The Bulls won this matchup.
Player of the game.
Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.
$37 pontos. O resto de 10 outros pontos foi meu time que fez. 37 pontos, mano. Tá maluco. Bro, faz sol, não te contém. Rafa Moreira, mano.
I got what you want, what you need, you know I'm on my way, baby come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby come ride with me. Ride with me, baby come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby come ride with me. Ride with me, baby come ride with me. I live a wild life, don't judge me. In the lobby, walking around the lead with the that hit my 41 me. I ain't the same guy when I was 14. I was trying out for the ball team. High school crush was ignoring me. Oh yeah, and that me. Now I'm on the road. Shorties on my shores. Saying I'm about to.
What?
I'm a talk cause I ain't finished yet. True be told, yeah, I been a man. Still gon' love me when the fan. Are you? Oh really now? Aight man, let's get it down. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby come ride with me. Ride with me, baby come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby come ride with me. Ride with me, baby come ride with me. You know I gotta give them what they ask for. Like Tupac being at a tabloid. I'm Will Smith hanging with the bad boys. Get it done with where I'm from, they never had much. Waters and crackers when they had lunch. Everyone closed the door. No giving like 5. Still got a heart to go, so don't let me go, cause I'm here for you. Akon flow like it's 06. To my whole fam, please don't trip. Thug modes at it again. I'm a dog, but I'm no. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on It's not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want.
You need some peanut butter for that jelly.
Eu sei que eu sou bom, mano. Get it up, 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 Nani, get it up, get it up, get it up, Nani, do bacon fat, woman up with the bunny, get it up, get it up, get it up, Nani.
Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it.
Essa menininha adora levar comigo, mano.
I know that it's difficult. I'm stacking this paper, it's sort of habitual. I prefer residual.
Só sai performance em inglês.
Part of the visual, but money you give me a typical. I wanted it physical. $1 million I count up in intervals. Without it I'm miserable. Don't wanna fall off, so I'm all in my bag. Thinking God like it's biblical. I know it's gonna solve every problem I have. I bought on the principle. Remember the teachers was all on my. Now look all of them pitiful. And all of a sudden I'm so good at math. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up. Count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it. Count it up, count it up,
Get it up, get it up, on it, get it up, get it up, get it up, on it, get it up, get it up, get it up, on it, and it's on.
Don't stress, big bills. I fell in love with big wheels and quick thrills. My running tip drills, can't sit still. Don't give up if it kills. It mixed well. I'm only counting big bills. I fell in love with big wheels and quick thrills. My running tip drills, can't sit still. Don't give up if it kills. It mixed well. I'm only counting. Uno, don't stress, cacho. Proceed with caution. I heard if you taste it, it only results in a hole in your heart. I take the whole cake and I won't leave a portion. It's only an organ. Thank God mama couldn't afford it. The loneliest orphan. I flip my misfortune and grow me a fortune. My rollie is scorching. The hated is slowly endorsing. Not coldly important. My beside me like Tommy and Martin. We ballin' your courtin'. The with your like we turning your heart in. She don't need a. She from all of the money we countin'. Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it. Count it up, count it up.
The opening tip to the Bulls, and we're underway at United Center. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw up and good. It's a 3-point play on the first possession of the game. Jay, for one, Schrader Danny was Danny Ainge. Celtics didn't do that much, but Eastern Conference didn't see much change either.
Yeah, they didn't need to do anything if you're the Boston Celtics. You already have all the pieces to the puzzle. There's no doubt about it. The Celtics are now in the driver's seat.
To Chris Dunn. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Down 5. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Tatum shot misses.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Textbook defense. Walker into the front court. 5-point game. Work it down to Brown. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. It's Chicago ball. Levine. Deep right corner. The pass set it all up. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Lauri Markkanen, huge block. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Lauri Markkanen. The screen sets him up for two.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
To Wendell Carter. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Count the basket at the rim.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Walker with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Here comes the screen. And the slam. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Into the front court, it's Walker. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Cantor. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And he connects on the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. Bulls with the rock. Is in for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
"19-footer at the buzzer. First quarter is complete. The Bulls have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Everyone gets free pizza.
Hayward. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw is good to finish off the 3-point play. That slices the lead down to 4.
I got ball. Got some form.
The drive, right to the basket. Gordon Hayward with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Lays it up and in.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Count the basket.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Runner's good there.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Hayward. Deep 2 there, won't go.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Ah, rocking the rim. Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserve.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go, time. Subbing in for the Boston Celtics, number 8, Nba Carreira. Stepping in for the Chicago Bulls, number 10.
Ferocious slam inside. That's it for the first half with the Bulls in front.
The Bulls back.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Celtics have it.
Stop the ball. Stop the ball.
Walker to Cantor. Takes stock of the floor. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
The assist from number 10.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. The deficit is 6. To Cantor. And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Goes to the right side. Young. That's going to be out of bounds.
Defense, let's go.
Walker. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Chicago with the possession, and he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Hayward. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Has a look. It's no good. If he takes those shots, he'll be back on the bench in no time.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. New blood coming in for both sides.
Boston. Substitutions, Chicago.
Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Hayward. Court Hayward. That's how it's done. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Markkanen. To Wendell Carter. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Celtics have it. To Hayward. Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Count the bucket for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Screen's coming. Here it is.
Has a chance. Wide open look. Won't go. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Woo, I'm not sure if he's part of the jelly fam or not, but this young player knows how to adjust mid-flight, and he finished that shot with some crazy English.
and a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Third quarter comes to an end. Nice cushion for the Bulls. The Bulls in possession as we start the fourth quarter. And Jay, I'm as shocked as you are. Neither of us expected this.
And I'm sitting here shaking my head because I am baffled. I thought maybe they could have given them a game. But I don't think anyone saw them with a double-digit lead to start the fourth quarter.
Trying to cash in. A fundamental shot right there.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Wendell Carter. Scores from the post.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Sent it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Zach LaVine. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on. Has a look. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Oh my goodness. Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
Nice finish at the rim.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
The Bulls take this. Oh, how about that? A 3 at the buzzer. That's going to bring some ice.
Man. Play off the game.
The Bulls won this matchup with a
player of the game.
Easy choice for player of the game. No one else made as big of an impact in this matchup.
Quem eu dando passe? Eu, caralho, 7 pontos. 2 rebotes, 7 assistências. Então, galera, vou terminar a live aqui, tá ligado? Eu fiz essa live só pra testar se ia ficar bom mesmo jogar NBA e tal, porque é um jogo que eu tô jogando bastante. E é isso aí. Aí nós... Talvez mais tarde, tipo, de noite eu faça live de Fortnite, tá ligado? Com os moleques. E é isso. É nóis, valeu.